Have you ever felt invisible, like your greatest talents were hidden in plain sight? Imagine saving a company from collapse, not from a corner office, but from the shadows of a janitor's cart. This is the story of Eliza Vance, a brilliant coder whose career was shattered by injustice, forcing her into an unexpected role at Innovate Solutions. Unbeknownst to anyone, her hidden skills would soon become the company's only hope. The crushing weight of unfulfilled potential and the silent struggle to provide for loved ones can be immense. It's the deep, often painful, realization that your true value is unseen by the world around you, yet a flicker of hope remains. Stick around to see how one woman's quiet courage changed everything. But before Eliza's incredible journey truly began, her past cast a long, dark shadow. What happens when integrity costs you everything? Eliza Vance, once a rising star at Apex Innovations, was at the pinnacle of her career, lauded for her intuitive coding and problem-solving prowess. Her office in the heart of the bustling city of Austin, Texas, offered panoramic views, a stark contrast to the small, cluttered apartment she now called home. Everything changed when she uncovered a major data breach, a gaping security flaw deliberately hidden by the company's executives to avoid a public relations nightmare and financial penalties. Eliza, driven by an unshakable ethical compass, blew the whistle. It was a decision that cost her everything. Within weeks, the whispers started, then the outright rejections. She was blacklisted from the tech industry, her name tainted, her talent dismissed. Forced to take a cleaning job at Innovate Solutions to support her young son, Leo, Eliza's days were now defined by the mundane. Every mop stroke, every trash can emptied, was a stark reminder of the career she lost and the injustice she endured. Yet, beneath the janitor's uniform, the brilliant mind still churned. Her evenings were spent quietly poring over old coding books, a glimmer of her former life, in the quiet of her small apartment, long after Leo had fallen asleep. The raw pain of betrayal and the profound sense of loss were constant companions. There was the gnawing fear of not being able to provide for Leo, coupled with the quiet dignity of doing whatever it takes. It was an internal battle between despair and the enduring flicker of hope that one day, truth would prevail. Meanwhile, Innovate Solutions faced its own impending crisis. A critical, unresolved cybersecurity flaw threatened to cripple the company, draining its resources and eroding customer trust. Marcus Thorne, the CEO of Innovate Solutions, a man known for his integrity and quiet determination, was currently overwhelmed. He grappled with a system-wide vulnerability that had baffled his team for months, unaware that his solution was sweeping the floors of his own building. Little did anyone know, the very person cleaning up the physical messes was about to clean up the digital ones, too, unraveling a problem that had baffled the company's brightest minds for months. Share this video if you believe in second chances. The stage was set for a confrontation that would change Eliza's life forever in the most unexpected of ways. What if the answer to your biggest problem was right in front of you disguised? One quiet Tuesday night, the server room hummed with a low thrum. The air was cool, sterile, and filled with the gentle whirring of machines. A familiar, almost comforting sound to Eliza. She was meticulously cleaning, her mind miles away, when her gaze fell upon an open terminal on a forgotten workstation. Her eyes, still sharp and trained, immediately recognized the lines of code scrolling across the screen. It was the very flaw Marcus had been losing sleep over, the insidious vulnerability that threatened Innovate Solutions. Her fingers almost instinctively danced across the keyboard. It was a muscle memory, a language she spoke fluently but had been forced to suppress. With elegant, precise lines of code, she began patching the vulnerability, her movements swift and confident. The adrenaline surged, but there was also a profound sense of purpose. This was what she was meant to do. Just as she finished, hitting enter to execute the final command, the door to the server room creaked open. Marcus Thorne, on a late-night check of the facilities, walked in. He was initially furious, his face contorted in anger at finding an unauthorized person on a company computer. "What are you doing?" he demanded, his voice echoing in the quiet room. Eliza froze, her heart pounding against her ribs. The fear of being caught, of losing even this meager job, was immense. But then, as Marcus looked closer at the screen, a sudden realization dawned on him. He'd been receiving anonymous coded solutions to parts of the problem for weeks. Brilliant, intuitive fixes that no one else on his team could have produced. He recognized the elegant simplicity of the code she had just entered. He looked at the janitor, then back at the screen, a gradual dawning of recognition in his eyes as he connected the pieces. The janitor, the anonymous code, the sudden, complete resolution of his biggest headache. The sheer shock, then the anger, quickly morphed into awe and profound gratitude. You're the one," he murmured, his voice hushed with disbelief. The quiet triumph of a long-hidden talent finally seeing the light was palpable, tinged with the uncertainty of what comes next. Hit that like button if you love a good underdog story. With her secret out, Eliza finally had to confront the ghosts of her past and face a new, daunting challenge. Can a second chance truly heal old wounds and build new bridges? In Marcus's sunlit office, the tension was palpable. Eliza, now sitting across from a CEO, her janitor's uniform a stark contrast to the plush surroundings, began to speak. Her voice was steady despite a trembling hand as she laid bare her story. The insidious backdoor at Apex, her ethical stand, the industry-wide ban that followed. She spoke of the struggles, the closed doors, and the desperate need to provide for Leo. Marcus listened intently, his gaze unwavering. But not everyone shared his immediate trust. Robert Pierce, his COO, a cynical, by-the-book executive, eyed Eliza with suspicion, muttering about reputational risks and unconventional hires. "Marcus, this is highly irregular," Robert interjected, clearly uncomfortable. "Are we sure about this?" But Marcus, seeing beyond the past and the skeptical glares, extended his hand across the desk. "Eliza, your talent is undeniable. Your integrity, even more so. I'm offering you a position as lead engineer. Not just to work, but to truly belong." It was an offer that resonated deep within Eliza, a chance not just for a job, but for vindication. The company boardroom, usually a place of sterile discussions, became the backdrop for Marcus's bold declaration of faith in Eliza to his team, firmly shutting down Robert's objections. The emotional arc for Eliza shifted dramatically here. The vulnerability of sharing a painful past was immense, followed by the courage to face public scrutiny as the news of her hiring and her past inevitably leaked to the media. Marcus stood by her side, publicly defending her integrity and talent against a flurry of sensational headlines. Then came the lawsuit. Apex Innovations, furious at their internal issues being brought to light and perhaps fearing further exposure, filed a retaliatory lawsuit against Eliza, accusing her of industrial espionage. The legal battle unfolded in a quiet, intense courtroom in Dallas, Texas, a world away from the bright lights of the tech industry. It was a slow, arduous process, but Marcus provided legal counsel and unwavering emotional support. The immense relief of being truly believed in, of having someone fight for her, allowed Eliza to find strength she didn't know she had. The slow but steady process of rebuilding trust and self-worth had begun. Follow our channel for more inspiring, true stories. The lawsuit was more than just a legal battle. It was Eliza's fight for her future, and her ultimate triumph would redefine her legacy. True leadership isn't always about the loudest voice. Sometimes it's about the quiet strength that builds bridges and changes lives. After months of intense legal battles, Eliza won the lawsuit against Apex Innovations. The judge ruled decisively in her favor, clearing her name and restoring her reputation. The news spread quickly through the tech community, transforming her from a blacklisted outcast into a symbol of resilience and integrity. The sheer joy of vindication, The profound relief of having that immense weight lifted from her shoulders was overwhelming. Her brilliance, once hidden, was now undeniable. Innovate Solutions thrived under her leadership, its security protocols becoming industry benchmarks. Recognizing her invaluable contributions and leadership qualities, Marcus promoted her to Chief Technology Officer. It was a moment of profound triumph, a testament to her perseverance and Marcus's unwavering belief. Then came the invitation, a keynote speech at the National Tech Innovators Summit in Silicon Valley, California. Stepping onto that grand stage, a vast auditorium filled with thousands of the industry's brightest minds, Eliza felt a mix of nerves and exhilaration. She wasn't there as a victim, but as a leader. Her voice, clear and confident, resonated as she shared her journey, from the depths of being an unseen janitor to the heights of CTO. She spoke of the importance of integrity, of second chances, and of finding brilliance in unexpected places. Her message about ethical tech and inclusive leadership received a standing ovation, a powerful affirmation of her journey. The story concludes with a beautiful, interwoven narrative of professional success and personal fulfillment. Marcus and Eliza's professional respect blossomed into a strong, loving bond. They found a shared vision not just for Innovate Solutions, but for their lives. Together, they raised Leo, creating a family unit built on mutual respect, shared values, and boundless love. The final scene shows Eliza, now confident and poised, delivering her powerful keynote address, her words echoing with newfound authority. Then, the scene gently fades to a tender moment. Eliza, Marcus, and Leo laughing freely in a sunlit park in Austin, Texas, a complete, loving family. Their legacy wasn't just about groundbreaking technology. It was about building a company culture that values talent and integrity above all else, proving that brilliance can emerge from anywhere and that every person deserves a chance to shine. If Eliza's story inspired you, smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next video. We explore more stories of resilience and redemption, and your support helps us bring these powerful narratives to life. What unseen talents are you nurturing? Tell us in the comments below. We'd love to hear your story.